Hi everyone and welcome to this video playlist all about your sign. Each week I'll be revealing 3 more pairs of your spread, so that's 7 weeks of content. Join me each week for the next part. Hi Pisces, thank you for joining me today. Here are your next 3 pairs. So we have the position here of your spiritual self and the Tarot's advice to you. This is the first house, which is Aries, and this is the second, which is Taurus. So going into your spiritual self, we have Alice in Wonderland and the 9 of Wands. What's going on with you? Well, we are looking at the progress that you are making due to the Wheel of Fortune, Alice in Wonderland. It's a karmic card and it represents a big turning point in your life. Movement's coming. What goes up will come down. What hits bottom will bounce up. Forces are in motion and there is a turn in your luck. The card represents a force major coming into your life. Almost like an act of God, a change of occurrence. Wonderful. You know, the effective outcome here is that you are indeed fortunate and able to look at what fate is throwing at you and your destiny. So this is a time of opportunity, a cycle of life, opportunities coming, things going in harmony. 9 of Wands suggests a little bit of a physical delegation needed in order to keep up with everything that's coming at you. So there's hard work involved here. It may not be a bed of roses for you. However, if you look, you can delegate. You can bring others into the equation. The balance of having others that you can work with, work for, lead, and provide opportunities for will also come back to you. And this is a time of growth and expansion for you. But it will require some heavy actions on your part. Something here where physically you may need to look at delegating in order to have others help you along on this wheel of life. Your self position, and the position of yourself here, which is Aries, which is the first house, is the 3 little pigs and the 4 of Wands. Consolidation coming in again here for you. So you need to consolidate by being in a position of seeing that life indeed will offer you opportunities, and those opportunities are in an abundance for you to consolidate. You've got to be able to put your grounding in here and build things that are going to last. They need a structure. You need to be able to plan for the long term, because the 3 little pigs is very much cards and crossroads of what you are planning for the decades to come. And the 4 of Wands is making sure that you're getting your foundations very firmly anchored into the ground. So what you're building for the future needs to stand and weather the test of time. And you need to be planning now for the decades to come, the next decade and the one after that, so that you are grounded and in yourself you have that reliability. Now, you're not asking anyone to do that for you, quite happy to do the work yourself. But working in a team with others, as the cards are suggesting here and here, will get actions done, and also they'll benefit, so will you. So it's actually about consolidating and cooperating together in order to get everything to stand up, and for you to be able to say that you did the very best you could on your own, but it's time to actually form a great plan that will take you into the future position. So your plans are long lasting and you are in a position to be able to anchor that down and build your house upon it, so to speak, so that you're planning for your future. Don't look back with any regret at what you did in the past. The past is where the past has got you to where you are now. From here, it's about going forwards. It's about making sure that you harvest and that you give yourself a peace in the domestic sphere. If you are thinking about moving house, this is a perfect time. If you are thinking about planning for the future and consolidating in a property where there is harmony between the internal and external spheres, here the Four of Wands is here to help you enjoy that prosperity. This represents your own inner balance and peace. And so this represents a stronger reference to a well-balanced inner happiness that's going on here. And planning for your future and the crossroads of life, you're being asked to look ahead and to make sure that that is safe and it will guard the test of time. So there's a carefulness about you, a planning, a strategy. And so the second house, the house of Taurus. This is the house of material and financial security and possessions. And so there's been some sort of searching in which you've had to leave something that you love and care about. You've had to let go of it. But you can return back to it because the value of this is so important. So it's about knowing when to walk away and when to come back to something. It's not got to be something permanent. Sometimes there is a great strength in walking away, allowing something to grow without interfering with it. And so your cards are suggesting that this is indeed a time to look forwards, but also to recognise that you must value yourself and you must value your own emotions and your experience of life. And you are in a position of strength to be able to go and heal yourself, put the situation into a more positive mode for you, so that your strength and security, which we have here, can actually be totally trusted in the way in which your world spins. So I'm feeling here that the nurture of yourself is vital, and allowing that growth and taking care of yourself. You know, maybe it's time to actually, like a plant, water it, protect it, get rid of the clutter of the weeds and allow it to grow on its own. Well, you go and value yourself. And you're being asked here to look at whether or not you're doing too much, because your cards were suggesting in your spiritual self a little bit of an overload. Perhaps delegate to other people, allow them the responsibility, and look at how and what it is that you need in order to feel a sense of security in your emotions. Because although this is to do with your finances, if you're okay and your emotions are okay, you will value you, that will shine through, that will give you that gentle harness on what you need to bring in, and that will grow without you needing to do anything. I do hope you enjoyed that today, Pisces. Please join me next time when we will look at the rest of your cards. Until then, bye-bye.